sideways, don't get sidetracked. You still ain't make it out the cul-de-sac. Backed up to the limit, last pass on my visit. Either dance or hit the path of the mastodon, get it. Shout out to MTV, shout out to Exhibit. Show me how to pimp my ride while I MTV crib it. Miss Piggy Banks, Mr. Kermit Frog Ribbit. Missed in my tank, missing service by the minute. I gotta kick the universal suffragette exquisite and replace it with the new school sort of feudalism. But I gotta give away the Yankee doodleism. I don't know about it, man, it's planted in my noodle, is it? Am I an old pooch, just a new poodle? Is it just a new trick? Who said I couldn't learn without permission? Doing backflips when I'm under supervision. But in the field of play, I'll be losing all the missions. You know I feel your pain, cause I'll be losing when I listen. Keep the man doing working and the women's in the kitchen, baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game Night. I'm so glad all of you can join us. We have a full panel, not quite full. We still have room for other people. So if you did receive a link, feel free to join at any time, but you're going to miss a couple of rounds. And that means you're probably going to lose the game. But tonight we are playing for a prize, and I will reveal what the prize is a little bit later on. But first, I'd like to welcome Claw. Welcome.
Hey, how are you? It's your buddy Claw here. You can find me over on X. You know where to find me.
Shout your X out.
Why don't you say, oh, I am the Claw. I am the Claw over there on X. That's the only place you're finding me at the moment. I've been busy.
Okay. News Now Enemy. Welcome. Shout out your channel. You're muted.
You're muted, hon.
Oh, damn. There you go. That one's on me. Hey, News Now Enemy here. Am I working?
Yes.
I got a channel. Anytime you get to my channel, any video, smash that dislike button. You can always change your mind later.
Perfect. He just started a new show that I'm going to be on Tuesday, which is
Tuesdays.
Taser Tuesdays. So hopefully we get some canine action in there too. Conspiracy Extremist, welcome. Do you want to shout your stuff out?
Yes, I am Conspiracy Extremist. I am the co-host with my co-host AB, we'll call him. And
thank you.
We are, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades is the name of our podcast, mostly on Rumble. We stream to YouTube, but delete it right after the episode because we say all the naughty words. But if you're into very extreme far right politics and comedy, that's a good place to go.
And conspiracy stuff too.
And conspiracy, far right,
Dan, welcome to the Welsh News Network. Did you want to shout your stuff out?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just being lazy and doing history and body cams.
Well, here's the thing that I like about, I didn't watch you before, but the stuff that I see you putting out now is body cams, but from Great Britain, which is a little bit different than the body cams that I'm used to. That comes across my screen usually. So if you want a world perspective of body cams, definitely check out Dan. I'm Katie Zed. You know me. My co-host over here. Oh, she's on the wrong side. Over here is Xena. Xena. As you guys know, if anybody supports the show while we're on air, Xena gets a milk bone on air. We have visitors today, too. We have Luke.
Oh.
And we have Leia, which she'll get up in a second. She's a little boxer. She's been here before. Erica, welcome.
Thank you.
Did you want to shout anything out?
I don't have a channel.
She's my mod, and she does the bestest job ever, and she's our scorekeeper. Donna, I don't think you have anything to shout out, do you?
I don't. I'm just a big fan.
She's a big fan of true crime, so thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And Mr. Zed, what are you wearing? You're muted. You're still muted. Hello? All right, well, that's my husband, Mr. Zed. He's in the basement.
He's locked in the basement.
He'll figure out his, he'll figure it out in a minute. So everybody accuses me of reading these cards ahead of time, or they accuse Mr. Zed of cheating too. I wanted to show everybody that these are still seal wrapped. The ones I'm about to open are still wrapped up. I'm going to open them right now, and we're going to get started.
What about the ones that you sent away to be read to you?
Those are the ones
I
that
have
we
'em.
didn't get to last time.
Yeah, you opened them and threw a handful in there, but you read them ahead of time.
Would
Like
you like
she's
me to,
gonna remember.
would you like me to exchange some cards with, like, I'll do it, but we haven't gone through those ones yet. I promise. I promise we haven't gone through them yet.
All right, I guess we'll trust you.
Okay. Besides, you know that if myself or Mr. Zed wins, we don't actually get the prize. You know that, right? So I want to say hello to everyone in the chat too. I'm not going to go through all your names because there's a lot of people here, but thank you for being here. And don't forget, if you don't know the answer, you're not confident, we can poll the chat for you. That's what you guys are here. I have the chat over here today. You guys over here in the chat, that's what you're here for. There'll come a time when we don't know what the heck we're going to answer. So we will ask you, and you will go with whatever the chat answers. So up first is Claw. The first round is going to be a little slow because we're going to take notes so we know what order people are in. Because as people join and unjoin and stuff like that, it gets mixed up on the screen. So, I should have lights on so I can see. There it is. Okay. First question. Terry, aka Toto, born in 1933, died in 1945. Terry, a Cairn Terrier, was known most famously as Toto, the little dog running wildly down the yellow brick road in The Wizard of Oz. She would appear in several more films before meeting her untimely end. When chasing a rabbit, she was struck by a yellow school bus outside her North Hollywood home. True or false?
Oh boy.
Do we shout it out or?
No. This is
Okay.
for Claw.
Oh, okay.
Is that true or false? The dog got run over by a yellow school bus. What year?
In 1945.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know about that.
Do you want to start out by polling?
Yeah, I guess I can
Okay.
poll the audience, see what
We'll
they
start
say.
out.
What do you guys say? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they might have had yellow school buses back then, but during wartime, I'm pretty sure things might have been different too. So
We have started the poll. Don't forget there's an 8-second delay, so we'll give them say 30, 45 seconds or so to answer.
Yeah.
And so yeah, basically CE, we're gonna go down the list of people, and then at the end, whoever has the most points, we're gonna go till 10 o'clock. You're welcome to not stay. Like some people just come to play a few rounds and leave, or some people pop in later and play a few rounds. It's basically just for fun, but we do give out a prize at the end.
Is it money?
It's not. It's something from the KBZ
money.
So,
I'm just kidding.
Don't worry.
and I
Like you'd
think-
get to keep any of that. The tax man would be having his hand out.
Really.
One of your dogs?
Well, Ava down there in the basement is the terrorist. She is up for grabs, honestly. She jumped over the fence today. I'm yelling. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I have a window here that's to the backyard. And when they're barking out there, I knock on the window and they know to come in. We have a doggy door. And so I'm knocking and the other three come in. And Ava's just still out there yelling, barking at the top of her lungs. So I go to the back door and I'm screaming it like the very embarrassing mean. Ava, get it! That voice. My neighbor across the street is at my fence trying to get her back in the fence. I felt
So you can shut up.
She got her little kid with her, and yeah. So yeah, that happened. She's in trouble today. So the audience is saying 100% of the audience is saying false. Claude, did you want to go with them?
I'm going to agree with them because I just don't buy it.
Correct. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but they are correct. It was false. You get a point.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm winning. Dominating.
You're winning. News Now Enemy, you are up next. I'm supposed to pronounce this name. Girolamo Cardano, born 1501, died 1576. One of the Renaissance's most influential mathematicians, Cardano was also a keen astrologer, believing that the stars determined our fates. He predicted the date of his death, but reached that date in perfect health. Rather than being exposed as having been wrong, he poisoned himself.
Wait, you were breaking up during that.
One of the Renaissance's most influential mathematicians, Cardano, was also a keen astrologer, believing that the stars determined our fates. He predicted the date of his death, but reached that date in perfect health. Rather than being exposed as having been wrong, he poisoned himself.
I'm going to have to poll the audience as to whether or not you pronounce that name right.
I did not pronounce it right. Like, I'll show you the name. It's crazy. Can you see that?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I wouldn't know that. I couldn't read it myself if I wanted to.
No, yeah. The chat is saying true.
They were all pretty crazy back there, and when they believed something, they wanted to be right. So I've heard other stories of other people doing that. I don't know if this guy was one of them, but I'm gonna have to say, yeah, he was that whacked out. He did it.
He did it. He did do it. The answer is true. You get a point.
Yay! Tied for first place.
All right. CE. This name is not as difficult. Kurt Gödel, born 1906, died in 1978. Kurt Gödel was one of the most significant logicians. Is that a word? Logicians. Logicians in history. I'm kind of dumb, so pardon my blondness. Okay, I'm going to start over. Kurt Gödel, one of the most significant logicians, or whatever that word is, in history. Say it again.
Logician?
Logician?
Just like a magician?
Yeah, I've never heard that word before. Kurt Gödel, one of the most significant logicians in history, was a picky eater. He suffered from an extreme fear of being poisoned and would only eat food prepared by his wife. He died of starvation while his wife was hospitalized. It makes one crave home cooking. Is that true or false? If you want me to read it again because I did so poorly reading it the first 3 times, let me know. This one is for you, CE. Are you muted?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize that was me. So the dude
he wouldn't eat anything that his wife didn't prepare, and then she ended up getting hospitalized, so he refused to eat and died of starvation.
Okay, so we were talking about logician, right? We were trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
How do you spell it?
Logicians.
Oh, logictician?
Logictician.
Logictician. Yeah, logictician.
Have you heard of this word before?
No, I'm just really terrible at spelling.
Claw, you have? What does it mean?
He's like a professional or like a scholar in like logic fallacies and debate and things.
Correct.
I think.
It's not very logical not to eat. I think, Claw, you're muted.
But those people can be kind of like Monk, that show Monk where he won't he's very. I'm gonna say true because that's hilarious.
True, you're tied for first place right now. It is true.
It's a 3-way tie.
Let's go.
A logician is somebody that deals in the science of principles of criteria and validity, like principles of reasoning and rhetoric.
We keep Claw around for a reason. He's the smartest person here.
Shh.
I was close.
It's not true. You were close.
You were close. Up next is Dan.
Uh-oh.
All right. Max Valier, born 1895, died 1930. As a member of the 1920s German Rocketeering Society, Max invented liquid-fueled rocket engines. In one of his late experiments, an alcohol-fueled engine exploded on his test bench in Berlin, rocketeering him into the afterlife. Let me know if you want me to read it again.
No. It does sound a very German way to die. Death by alcohol.
Death by alcohol and rockets.
It sounds very German.
It does. So
What was
true
it?
or false?
Werner von Braun's book was I aim for the moon, but sometimes I hit London. Oh, true.
True is true. It is true. We have a 4-way tie for first
Oh my
place.
goodness. Yeah.
Erica, will you read one for me?
Yes. So some of these names are very difficult.
I know you just
But
gotta
I-
stumble. Just say it with conviction and pretend you know
I,
what you're talking
I picked an easier one. So Richard the
Mhm.
Richard the First, born 1570, died 189. Well, I need to turn a light on. Sorry.
That's okay. Take your
Oh,
time.
hold on. Let me turn the light on.
Okay. Yeah, take your time. It's fine. We're just hanging out. It's not. Forget that there's an audience here. We're just hanging out, having fun.
No pressure.
While besieging a French castle, Richard was wandering one evening without protection. A Frenchman aimed his crossbow, and Richard sarcastically applauded. The arrow pierced the Lionheart's shoulder, and he died from infection 2 weeks later. Before passing, he pardoned the crossbow man.
I am going to poll the audience, which means you have to read it again for them. Sorry.
Okay. Richard the First, born 157, died 198.
Okay.
While besieging a French castle, Richard was wandering one evening without protection. A Frenchman aimed his crossbow, and Richard sarcastically applauded. The arrow pierced the Lionheart's shoulder, and he died from infection 2 weeks later.
All right.
Before passing, he pardoned the crossbow man.
He pardoned the guy. All right. Well, 100% of the audience is saying true, but that's only 2 votes for let me give him a second. Because I just put it in. 3 votes.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I can't
saying
vote.
true. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to vote. I'm gonna go with
answer.
I'm gonna go with the audience with true.
Okay, you're right. True.
Wow, we are all doing very well this week.
I know.
Surprise! All the answers are true. It's great. This is the
All
true
right,
version.
Zena, you ready? No, Zena's not playing. Erica, this one's for you.
Okay.
Sun Jong Moon, born 1958, died 1983. Men often have sympathetic progeneses,
Yeah, we do.
but none like South Korean factory worker Moon. He displayed phantom symptoms matching those of his wife's real pregnancy, including morning sickness. But when she had a miscarriage, he became so sick that he died. No natural cause could be found. I said progeneses. It's pregnancies is the word that I was trying to pronounce there. I'm a retard.
I'm going to say false.
That's awesome.
It is false. You get a point, Erica.
So Zena automatically got a point for being cute.
Yes. The context clues in the rest of that sentence led me to believe that I mispronounced that word horribly.
All we do is get fat. We don't die. It's fine.
You don't die. You don't die of phantom miscarriages.
No, we just get really good. And it's an excuse for us to get fat too.
Yeah, that's good. Who's up next?
Yeah, well,
Donna.
I'm gonna wait before we go on. I'm gonna announce my my son and daughter-in-law just announced they're pregnant.
Yay.
So I have another grandchild coming July 10th.
Amazing.
I know.
I'm going to pray for them that they have a healthy, safe pregnancy.
I hope it's
Everything
a
goes according to
boy.
plan.
I hope it's a boy because girls are too hard.
Yeah.
How many grandkids do you have?
I have one.
That's
He'll be,
You have two
he'll
now.
be,
it's 2.
yeah, he'll be 3 at the end of March.
Awesome.
CE is just like my co-host for Booze and Body Cams, KFAR, where he is
Yeah.
basically repopulating the white race by having as many children as possible.
Oh, how many
5,
do you
correct?
have?
I've got 4, and
4.
my wife wants more. So
4.
Okay.
4.
I have 4 right now.
KFAR just had they just had their 5th. So,
Yeah.
which is
Let's go.
my family. News No Enemy is one of my brothers, but we have 3 other siblings. There's 5 of us. So yeah, amazing. All right, Donna's turn, right?
Yep.
Yes, sorry.
Names are crazy.
Oh boy.
Plantangent. Okay, George Plantangent, Duke of Clarence, born 1449, died 1478. The first Duke of Clarence was the younger brother of Edward IV, King of England. At a time of great insecurity and instability, he was found guilty of treason for plotting against his own brother and was executed in the Tower of London by being drowned in a barrel of wine.
Oh. I'm going to say true. That just sounds too crazy not to be true.
It is true.
Okay, there
And
we
what
go.
a way to go, being drowned in a barrel of wine.
Right?
All right, so we made it through the first round, and every stinking person got a point. That's
No,
unusual.
Mr. Zed.
Oh, Mr. Zed's here. I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
I didn't see him
cheaters.
Typical.
Poor Mr.
Not
Zed's
here.
just an afterthought.
here.
Poor guy.
Mr.
I feel bad for you, Zed.
I do
Is
have
this
him
thing
locked in the
working?
basement. It is.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
I did something right today.
Mr. Zed, your question is this is Anna Edwards, a name I can pronounce. Amazing. Born in 1897, died in 1931. In a sensational UK news story, the body of Mrs. Edwards was washed up on the beach at Pevensey Bay, Sussex, naked except for a medieval helmet. She was a 34-year-old librarian from down the coast in Eastbourne who lived alone and had no interest in historical weaponry. The case was never solved.
False.
That is false. Correct. Where are my tissues?
Nice.
Medieval helmets didn't have chin straps.
Okay.
Very
Well, everybody gets a point. I didn't lie before. Every
like-
single person got a point.
that attention
Exactly.
to detail. Let's go.
Well, a lot of these you have to pay attention because like there's no way to know. I mean, unless you've heard of the story, obviously, but some of them there'll be like little context clues in there. So yeah, definitely pay attention. So first round, everybody gets a point. Mr. Zed, would you read for Claw and maybe News No Enemy? But I'll be right back.
Alrighty, here we go.
Thank
Marita Schoenfield, born 1939, died 1976. A zookeeper in Munster, Germany, Marita was killed trying to cure an elephant of constipation. She succeeded only too well and was smothered by the animal finally relieving itself.
I hate it when that happens.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Holy shit would be the appropriate action, I guess.
You are muted, Mr. Claw.
You are muted.
So what we're getting at here is that she died by some kind of elephant fecal,
Excrement.
maybe, or some kind of gaseous kind of thing from it. Man, yeah, I think that might be bullshit. I'm gonna say false.
Elephant.
Elephant
shit.
shit, not bullshit.
It's false.
It is false.
Yes, there you go. I'm in the lead now.
Go ahead and read for Jimmy too, please.
Wait, this is the
News.
question I was supposed to throw, right?
It's the next one.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Christopher Thompson, born 1875, died 1930. Lord Thompson was the British Secretary of State for Air, responsible for developing the country's airship program. It was on the maiden flight of one such airship that he died in a crash. Shortly thereafter, Thompson's successor ended the air program.
You broke up through half of that. Were there any dates or anything?
He was born in 1875, died 1930. Lord Thompson was the British Secretary of State for Air, responsible for developing the country's airship program. It was on the maiden flight of one such airship that he died in the crash. Shortly thereafter, Thompson's successor ended the air program.
I'm going to go with false.
It was true.
Oh, somebody didn't get a point?
Nope.
Okay, loser.
You threw the wrong one.
No. They told me to throw the one Mr. Zed was reading. He was supposed to read the third question though, so I was confused.
All right, CE. This one is just labeled James the Third. No last name,
True.
no surname.
Oh, wait. Did News Now get it? Or
He
no?
did not. Claw got a
Okay.
point. News Now did not.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Taking care of a little.
Sorry, I had that camera pointed at Zena's butt for like the last 10 minutes. My apologies.
Very distracting.
I know, she's a harlot. James III, born 1451, died 1488. James became King of Scotland during a time of intrigue and infighting among the aristocracy. James was superstitious and believed a story that his enemies paid a witch to curse him. He began exhibiting symptoms of a mysterious, undiagnosed illness. Despite his physician's tireless care, he was dead within days.
That's it?
That's it. I can
Um,
reread it if you want. We can
no,
tell
I
the
mean, that's
audience
pretty
if you want.
straightforward. The dude's like, he made some stuff up because he thought a witch. This was in what year was that? Can you just repeat the years again?
1451 he was born. He died in 1488.
Oh,
People were dumb back then, huh?
I wish I knew when like the Salem witch trials and stuff, like what time in history that stuff happened.
Weren't they were
Way
were
later.
like in the 1600s, weren't they? Or
Oh.
16 or 1700s?
Okay, so this could have been like they still believed in witches and stuff, so he could have totally believed that.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Well, here, before I answer, I just got to say something before I forget. Before I leave, I should have said in this beginning. I mentioned that we take off all our episodes on YouTube on my channel because they're very naughty. The only live one I still have on now is with when Katie was on.
Oh,
Literally the only one. It didn't violate any YouTube.
that's because
Anyways.
I don't swear.
Yes, well,
I try not to.
It's not even. Yeah, it's that plus. Anyways. So I'm gonna. I feel like this is a trick one, but I'm gonna say true. I feel like these not smart people would have believed it.
I would have guessed the same thing, but it is
False.
actually false. It is, yeah.
But I bet you that happened with a bunch of people, just not that dude.
Just not James III.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes, Erica, it is a naughty channel. I should have the chat up.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
James III died in the Battle of Bannockburn.
See, now if I was I don't even know the word for like historied or educated in history. I wouldn't known that. But I don't even know who James III was.
I didn't
He's one of
either.
the Stuart Kings of Scotland.
Okay, you have an WNN. You kind of have with your accent. I feel like you have an unfair advantage when it comes to like
A lot of
and
these
stuff.
questions. A lot of them are out of yeah. Exactly. I think unfair advantage is right. I was thinking the same thing.
solely based
No,
on
I'm just
profiling.
Mhm,
And Erica calls me the cheater.
mhm. Exactly. Who's next? Dan. Pierre Gris, born 1919, died in 1979. French-born Gris, a chef of some sophistication and taste, ran a celebrated restaurant in Dover, Delaware. He considered pizza a plebeian food and would not have appreciated the irony of a pizza delivery vehicle striking and killing him. True or false?
Oh, God.
And it's Dover, Delaware, not Dover, England, which I've been to, which is beautiful, by the way.
It used to be. Not so much now.
Honestly, from all my travels all over the world, not that I've been to that many places, but my favorite museum I've ever been to was in Dover. They have tunnels from the war that you can go tour these tunnels, and they have the sounds of like bombs dropping. They have like, and when you go through the kitchen area, they pump in the smell of like beef stew cooking. Was an amazing, like, what's it called? Like immersive experience. It really made you feel like you were there. It was scary, you know?
Katie,
Anyway.
When you were younger, you've been to Dover, Delaware. You just probably don't remember it.
I don't remember it.
But you've been there.
But the museum is in Dover, England, not in Dover, Delaware. So that's what I was talking about. Sorry, did you want me to reread the question? I got totally off track because
No, it wouldn't make any difference. Random French guy died in Delaware by getting hit by a pizza truck.
Yeah.
Only because I just think it'd be funny for the French guy to get hit by a pizza truck. True.
It is actually false. So, womp womp. Sorry. We do have a channel membership
Core is actually
renewal.
winning.
It could still happen. Don't lose hope.
Channel membership renewal, which means, drum roll please, the dogs get treats. Everybody grab your dog. Thank you very much, Erica, for being a member for 13 months. Holy cannoli. That's a long time. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
She's the one who wanted to know about my channel. Based Erica. Let's go. Based
Erica. I will
Yes.
next time I'm not reading, I'll put the channel in the chat. Let's make
perfect.
Big. There they are. Hey Zena, Erica loves you very much. Here you go. That's for you.
Dina, I want to come and snuggle you so much.
There's Luke. Luke and Leia's parents are a big fan of Disney and Star Wars, and that's how they got their names. So, they pay me to watch them. There you go.
Did you shrink the other dog? Is that what happened?
No. And, Leia, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh.
What is going on there?
There you go. You don't want it? Okay.
Oh my God, Leia looks like
Samuel L. Jackson is what she looks like.
She is adorable.
No comment.
She was hiding.
She was hiding back there. Yeah.
I thought maybe you threw the other dog in the dryer or something. That's the way it come out.
And Ava's down here. Let me put Ava. Ava's locked in the basement with Dave. There she is.
That's the good dog.
That's the terrorist. That's the one that's
dog.
The winner of tonight's show.
She's a good girl.
All right. Whose turn were we on?
You.
Me. Okay. Either Erica or Dave. Somebody flip a coin. Who wants to read?
Okay. Well, he's still cuddling with the dog, I think.
It happens.
So I know. How could you not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a man named Lamont, birth date unknown, died 1746. His first name is unknown, but a Scotsman named Lamont eked out a living playing bagpipes on the streets of London. During the Jacobite rebellion, however, he attracted the attention of the authorities. They charged him with subversion, ruled that bagpipes consisted an instrument of war, then
Okay.
executed him.
I mean, bagpipes do seem a little subversive. Let's get rid of the dog so we can get John in here. Welcome, John.
I know they commit crimes against my ears.
I was thinking I'm going to say true because bagpipes are kind of awful.
No, that's so incorrect.
You're going to say true?
Bad takes all around. No. Bagpipes are amazing.
Did I get a point or not?
No, it's false.
It's false. Okay, no point for me. Okay, so this round, the only person that got a point was Claw. Is that correct?
And Xena.
And Xena gets a point. Just look, it's showing her ass again. Oh, I turned her camera off so you can't see it. Oh, well. I'd like to welcome to the show John. Welcome from the Porch Boys, which you don't even do that show anymore. But
we are probably coming back in January.
Awesome.
Yeah, little spoiler, slash like preview.
Mr. Zed is toasting to that. He likes your show.
Oh, yes, Mr. Zed.
Amazing.
Cheers.
I think CE and John would get along great. That's all I'm saying. And
probably, bro. Yeah.
Mr. Zed, will you read for Erica so I can grab both John's and CE's channels, and I'll put them in the chat.
All right.
But real quick, you're using the same channel, John?
What's that?
You're using the same channel when you come back?
Yeah, it's the Porch Boys now instead of the Porch Boys, which was spelled differently. Yeah, it's spelled correctly now.
Okay, I'll find it.
Ready?
All right, go ahead.
I'm ready.
All right. Pope Formosus, born 816, died 896. There was nothing exceptional about the death of Pope Formosus. However, a year later, his remains were exhumed and put on trial by a successor, Pope Stephen VI. Formosus was found unworthy of the papacy, and his body was thrown into the river Tiber.
False.
I actually knew this one, and I'm not Catholic. And it was.
I was going to say true. I was going to say true. Oh, I didn't have time to say it. Yeah.
Is it true or false?
It's true.
True.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
I'm not Catholic.
What Catholics do, and I was raised Catholic. Yeah, absolutely.
So real quick, I just want to interrupt my own show for a second. You all know, fans of my show, there's 133 people here right now.
Nice.
If you watch any of my Crimeland episodes, in my intro and outro song, John is actually mentioned in that song. If you're wondering who the 8th subscriber is,
that's true.
That's him. That's Steven's 8th subscriber. So
that's very true. Yeah. A regretful 8th subscriber, but there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an Iggy Norman really fan.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Yeah, we could be friends for sure.
Definitely. Yeah.
Who's
I just subbed.
Donna Grace Meadows, born in 1828, died in 1897. The great-great-grandmother of 1960s British model Twiggy. Grace Meadows loved a good bargain. Me too, Grace, me too. Her heart attack was triggered by a stampede of shoppers during a sale in Hackney, East London.
And when was her death? What year?
1897. So Grace Meadows, 1828, died in 1897. The great-great-grandmother of 1960s British model Twiggy. Grace Meadows loved a good bargain. Her heart attack was triggered by a stampede of shoppers during a sale in Hackney, East London.
I'm leaning towards no, because I think people back then were a bit more civilized. But let's engage the audience.
Okay.
Let's phone a
Let's
friend.
do that.
Yeah.
We're going to phone a friend, guys. Oh, let me get back to the channel. There we go.
I have a request to show my dog.
Yes, please. Do that while I'm typing this in.
He's sound asleep. I've been at my parents' for Thanksgiving all week, and my niece just got a puppy, and he's 5 months old. And so my poor old man dog is just exhausted.
Oh, no. I think that's how Xena feels most of the time with Ava around, honestly.
Yeah, I know. He's almost 16, so.
I'll read the question again for the audience. Grace Meadows, born 1828, died 1897, the great-great-grandmother of 1960s, British model Twiggy. Grace Meadows loved a good bargain. Her heart attack was triggered by a stampede of shoppers during a sale in Hackney, East London. So far, it's 50-50. Not a lot of help from the audience tonight.
Okay, Mr. Self-Destruct in the chat says false. It was 1969. So I'm going to say false because that's a unique detail.
It was actually true.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Self-Destruct is messing with you.
Oh,
ouch.
But also the audience is at 62% false now. So they all got it wrong. They're all wrong.
We're in good company.
Sorry. Womp womp.
The only person that has the only person that's gotten it correct is the Claw and Xena.
Xena's winning.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Mr. Zed. I will read for you, Mr. Zed. Peter. It's spelled P-E-T-R, but I'm assuming it's Peter. Peter Kaminsky, born 1930, died in 1977. The 47-year-old Kaminsky, living in Worksham, Norfolk, was trying to cram his laundry into his washing machine with his foot. He accidentally pressed the start button and began the spin cycle of death.
That's it?
That's it. Peter Kaminsky, born 1930, died 1977. The 47-year-old Kaminsky, living in Worksham, Norfolk, was trying to cram his laundry into his washing machine with his foot. He accidentally pressed the start button and started the spin cycle of death.
Isn't Norfolk a city in Virginia?
I think Norfolk is a city in Virginia, but it's also like a private. What do they call them over there, Dan? Like Norfolk is a county?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a county in Great Britain as well.
Hey, we weren't very imaginative with names, all right? We invaded the rest of the world and just renamed places to what we already had.
It's true.
Yes, yeah, Norfolk 2 and New Jersey and New York. Yeah.
Yep.
The answer is false.
That's true.
It is actually false.
I think false. Yeah, a man doing his own laundry. Come on now, guys.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
let's calm down here.
It's not getting
back in
crazy.
77.
So the only people that got a point was Claw.
Yep.
And
yeah, go through real quick though. There's some people in the chat. I know you're here from
Mr.
other
Zed.
channels. We don't do that over here. I love you guys, and we can have fun like that all the time over on CE's channel. It's just not that cool. Just pretend you're at dinner with your grandma. Let's
just send super chats. How about that?
Yeah, we'll give the dog some treats. It's not that kind of party. That's all. Go ahead and read the points for me. I did time a couple of people out. You'll be back in 5 minutes.
What did
You're
I miss?
welcome.
I'm sorry.
You're all welcome here. It's just not that kind of party. That's all.
The Claw has one, and the Claw has two.
Yeah.
And Xena has two. We all have one. After that.
No, didn't Mr. Zed get his right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Did you get yours right, honey?
Yeah, the washing machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay. Sorry.
okay.
Do you see
Sorry.
Erica over here trying to jip you?
Good Lord.
Oh yeah. I'm the
He's
cheater.
like, I noticed. He clocked you.
I'll bet you watch yourself in your sleep, don't you?
We need to give John a turn, though. I forgot John was here. John,
Okay.
are you ready?
Always
At
ready.
the moment, you're only 1 point behind most of the field right now. So you're even though you came in late, it's fine. William Roach, born 1914, died 1967. Bill was feeling lucky flying home after winning his first semi-professional bowling tournament. Unluckily, his bag in the overhead compartment had shifted during the flight. When another passenger opened the compartment, Bill's bag and his championship bowling ball fell squarely onto his head, killing him.
I'm just going to go ahead and say true because that sounds exactly like an ironic way to die. That would actually happen. Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually false. I'm sorry. No points for you. You are losing at this moment.
Oh,
Everybody
I'm
else
right where
has
it
at least
was when we first started, so it's fine.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. Next up is Claw.
Yeah, here I am.
Hi.
I'm the best me I know.
You're the best Claw.
I just wanted to tell everybody. I mean,
speaking of Claw,
yes,
I heard we did a couple of Patriot Jam planning meetings already, and I hear that you will, if you didn't hear this already, I'm going to break the news to you. You're booked for the second stage at Patriot Jam this year.
I'll go there.
Which is amazing.
I didn't even know that.
Well,
I get so much stuff.
I
don't have
that's awesome.
It literally was a meeting 2 days ago, and he probably hasn't reached out to people yet, but you are definitely booked to play at Patriot Jam, which is awesome. By the way, everybody watching right now, at the end of July 26th, the second annual Patriot Jam will be taking place in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a music festival. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I am part of the planning committee. My good friend Steven is the one he's in charge. He's the big boss man in charge, and it is going to be a good time. Good time had by all.
Hey, I've got a question about your Patriot Jam.
Yes.
If I turn up, how likely to be executed am I?
You would not be executed at all, actually. Not at all.
Just checking here.
We'll probably charge you a little bit more to get in, but other than that.
we might make fun of the way you talk.
Exactly.
That'd probably be about it.
Yep.
Well, thanks for telling me that. I'm actually shocked. I didn't
sneak
realize
preview. Don't act surprised when they call you.
We need to make Dan the MC.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Claw, here's your question. Mrs. Garrod, born in 1876, died in 1918. Little is known about Mrs. Garrod, who died in Suffolk County in 1918, except that she was the last person in Britain to die of the plague. I should get some Jeopardy.
Now I'm going to ask the audience for real.
All right. We are
for realsy ones because the plague.
The plague. And this, she died in 1918.
Yeah. So, I mean, wasn't the Spanish flu going on then too?
I don't know.
Yeah, see. Yeah, I don't know what to think there.
All right, we are polling the audience, and thank you so much to the people in the chat for following the rules. We have a good time over here, but we're just not as edgy. That's all. We're just not as edgy.
Just send money.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's free. You can. If you do send money, the dogs get a milk bone. That's the grift around here.
It's the real reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to think there. What's the audience
The
saying?
audience is pretty split down the middle.
For
They're edging
fuck's
a little bit towards false, but not
Yeah,
much.
see, I don't know if I'm buying it either, you know. I just really something just doesn't seem, it just doesn't pass the smell test. All right, well, let's see.
Audience at this moment is 62% false.
On the false. Yeah,
38 true.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say it's false.
So, do you remember how, like in previous game night shows, I said the audience is always right and you should trust the audience?
Yeah,
this episode, not so much, because it is true. She was the last
for
person to
fuck's
die
sake.
of the plague. I'm sorry, but at least we're down to an even playing field now. We can't get them all correct, Claw.
No, well, story of my life.
What are you talking about? You're still winning.
I'm always winning.
News no enemy.
All right, I'm trying to catch up, so audience, pay attention because you're getting pulled no matter what.
Okay.
And yes, you are allowed to Google search it.
Hey.
No,
I don't think that's allowed.
That was asked.
I'm not sure that's allowed.
Okay, well, you got to explain that ahead of time. I missed those rules.
Let me start.
I know I'm not allowed to. That's why I can't turn the camera off, or I'd be all over it. But I'm sitting here. I'm not touching it.
You just need 2 screens.
You're just like your mother.
Hey, remember, your mama's my mama. And she's
I know. By the way, if those that don't know, Jim is my brother. Astor Opera House audience members died 1849. American actor Edwin Forrest and British actor William Macready were fierce rivals. Both men were simultaneously playing Macbeth in different New York City theaters. Forrest's fans disrupted Macready's performance and rioting ensued. At least 22 people were killed. I will reread it for the audience.
Thank you.
Astor Opera House audience members died 1849. American actor Edwin Forrest and British actor William Macready were fierce rivals. Both men were simultaneously playing Macbeth in different New York City theaters. Forrest's fans disrupted Macready's performance and rioting ensued. At least 22 people were killed. While the audience does that, I do see a $2 super chat from Mr. Self-Destruct. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to get these doggos on the screen. There they are.
Milk bones.
Milk bone time.
Milk bone. Get your milk bone.
There's Xena showing her ass. Xena. Hi. Milk bone time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Xena appreciates it. Luke appreciates it. Leia appreciates it. And Ava, who will get on camera here in a second, also appreciates it. Here goes Xena. Come here. Turn around. Turn around. Turn. All right. Close enough. Luke. All right,
There's another one. And also, for what it's worth, Tucker got a puppy stick as well.
Okay. By the way, Tucker is Ava's boyfriend.
He's right here.
Hold on, let me.
Right there. That's Tucker.
There's Tucker. So when Tucker was a wee pup, he came to visit us at our house, and Ava was also a wee pup at the time, and they loved each other a lot.
They were inseparable. Yeah.
It was pretty cute. And there's Ava, the Tucker's girlfriend, Ava. Thank you so much for the super chat. All the doggos love it. All right, did I miss anything?
Katie,
Okay.
is that your mother that wants to put me in a dunking booth?
I wasn't reading the chat. What's the name?
Yes, it was.
Yep, that's my mom. Whose turn is it?
All right, hold on.
I think me, and we're polling the audience.
Oh, right. That's
no,
where
no,
we're
no.
at.
Take more time. They were looking it up.
The audience said true, and they are correct. You get a point. Mr. Zed, could you read a couple of cards for me? I'm trying to get myself together here. It's a lot. I got to press a lot of buttons in the correct order. It's overwhelming.
All right, CE, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Charlie Perrin, born 1809, died 1928. Perrin was a collector of birds' eggs, a legal pursuit in 1920s England. Certain species were already protected, however, particularly Scotland's golden eagles. Therefore, when Perrin scaled a rocky ridge,
it must be you, because he's not breaking up for me.
My bad.
I'm going to start over.
Okay.
Charlie Perrin, born 1809, died in 1928. Perrin was a collector of birds' eggs, a legal pursuit in 1920s England. Certain species were already protected, however, particularly Scotland's golden eagles. Therefore, when Perrin scaled a rocky ridge pursuing an eagle's egg, he knowingly broke the law. Perhaps he deserved what he got, falling to his death.
Okay, so the dude was he's trying to find an egg of like a protected species, essentially.
Correct.
And then karma hit him and he fell and died.
Correct.
Not true.
It is false.
That's fine.
But he was born in 1809 and died in 1928. So he's 121 years old when he was climbing the cliff and died.
Yeah, I'll still be doing that at that age. It's in the detail. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of the game here. All right, I got to look more into the details. I was more focused on like the subject of like an endangered species egg, which I think people would be subject to like want to acquire. So that was that was tricky.
All right, Dan, you ready?
Yeah.
Robert Williams, born 1953, died 1979. Robert Williams of Detroit was the first human known to have been killed by a robot. He was gathering repairs parts alongside a one-ton, one-armed robot on the production floor of the Ford Motor Company when the arm hit him across the head, killing him instantly.
False.
True.
No.
All right. Did anybody get a point while I was dealing with the chat?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, who did? CE?
News and CE.
Okay, I got newses and CE.
Okay.
No, I didn't get a point.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
Oh, look at you being honest.
He's a good guy. We
Oh,
like him.
Thank you.
I'm a little sorry. I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of rules around here, but please respect my audience and my channel. No blasphemy.
Just block them all.
I timed out. I gave them a warning because if they want to hang out, that's fine. It's not that kind of channel. Please don't. No blasphemy. No sex stuff. Please don't do any towers in my chat. I think that's about it. Those are all the rules. So,
what are towers?
Don't worry. Erica's very innocent.
Yeah,
I'm very innocent.
People who watch my show are very immature and inappropriate, and I shouldn't have shared that.
It's
at
okay.
all.
No. You're good to be here, and if anybody rips on any guests, there's rules for that.
Yeah, just please respect my audience. That's all. Everybody is welcome, but you have to respect where you are. You wouldn't
I could get involved in the chat if you'd like.
All right, whose turn is it? Let me get back into the game.
It's your turn.
Yours.
Everyone got muted for 10 minutes. You'll be back. If it happens again, you're gone forever. So it's my turn, did you say?
Yep.
Well, I can't read my own card.
No kidding.
Erica, would you read for me?
Yes, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm a little upset with this chat.
That's
Hold
okay.
on. Like, I don't understand why people can't be mature.
It's fine.
I know.
Everyone is welcome. Just behave yourself. That's all.
Pope John the 7th.
Okay.
Born 1930, died 1964.
Okay.
Not all popes have respected the vows of their office. John the 7th is said to have died from an adulterous affair. Various accounts report he either was killed by the angry husband of his lover or died of a stroke while in Philangri Delecchio. Either way, which end is not a holy end. And I'm going to say that had to have been, like, I can't pronounce it.
Y'all know I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
There's some pope, like the one we have right now. I mean, come on. I'm going to say that's true.
It is.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Ding, ding, ding.
Erica, you're up. Cassius Marcellus, birth date unknown, died in 221 BC, so 221 years before Christ. A minor poet in ancient Rome, Marcellus was addicted to gambling. He once bet that he could keep a live sparrow in his mouth for 5 minutes. He died of suffocation when the bird's feathers stuck in his throat. The sparrow also perished.
False.
That is false. Good job. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Okay, so Claw is not ahead by a mile anymore, by the way. We have
Nope.
several people who have 2 points.
Yep.
Donna's up next. You ready, Donna?
I'm ready. See if I can get my 2 points.
Is this like the Get Claws game show?
It really is, because you took the lead really fast.
Now, Mr. Zed, I am so sorry for you. I really am.
Why do you think he hides in the basement?
I guess.
Hides in the he's locked in there right now. So Harold Davidson, born 1875, died 1937. After working to rehabilitate prostitutes, Father Harold was defrocked on grounds of immorality. Afterwards, he made a living performing as a seaside attraction. In front of his final public audience, he appeared in Daniel in the lion's den, sharing a cage with 2 lions. One lion mauled him to death.
Wow. That is
It's kind of like what were those gay guys in Vegas that got mauled?
Yes.
By a tiger. What were their names?
Oh shoot, what are their names? They have the white
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy got mauled by a tiger, right? Or one of them did.
What? They're gay? They're gay? What?
Yes.
What?
A lot of F slur.
Go out on a limb and say yes.
I would have never known.
I'm sorry. Did you say true, Erica?
I did. Donna. Yeah.
Donna, sorry. Yes, it is true.
Wow.
You just caught up to Claw.
Woohoo.
All right. This next question is for Mr. Zed, and he could take the lead here. Claw.
Not if Erica's keeping score.
Oh, thank you. Because I have you at 0 points so far.
Coral Mancini, born in 1875, died in 1907. In one of the most scandalous murders in Edwardian England, Edwardian is probably how you pronounce that. In one of the most scandalous murders in Edwardian England, the Italian-born homeopath Dr. Mario Mancini believed his wife Coral no longer loved him. He pasted poison on the back of a postage stamp. His lovely wife died after licking the stamp to stick it to an envelope. Let me know if you need me to read that again or if you want to poll the audience or what you want to do with that, Mr. Zed. And don't get any ideas, by the way. We don't have to lick postage stamps anymore. They have sticky on them.
And I'm still going to say false.
It is false. Correct.
Do you remember that episode on Seinfeld, if anybody watched it, where George Costanza's fiance died from licking their wedding invitations?
Yes, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I do remember that now. Crazy.
Yeah. I don't like stamps.
Big news, by the way. Mr. Zed just took the lead.
Yes.
Took the lead.
Nice singer.
So let's see if you can keep it.
Okay, John.
Yeah,
I'm going into retirement.
Will you read for John, Erica?
Yes.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Always ready.
Residents of Boston died 1990. In Boston, Massachusetts, a storage tank exploded, releasing its contents, more than 2 million gallons of molasses. The 400-foot wave of molasses swept through the streets at 30 miles per hour, killing 21 people. It became known as the Great Molasses Flood.
I see Mr. Zed nodding his head. The other that's not true.
If you watch my channel, you would know the answer to this, John.
I don't care. That didn't happen. No, that's not. Even if there are places that reported on that, that's not true. That didn't happen. Molasses does not move that fast. No,
it is true.
It is true. I covered it on my channel. It is true. That actually happened.
That's why I was laughing.
That's true. I refuse to believe that's true. No.
It was a lot of molasses.
That's too much molasses.
It's definitely too much.
Frankly, too much.
And it was moving so quick because it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, warm molasses.
It wasn't
molasses. It doesn't move.
I refuse.
Wasn't it high up as well?
It was up on a hill. It was up on a hill and it was hot.
Fair enough. So I'm 0-2 now. That's fair enough. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I still stand by my answer, though. That sounds false.
It does.
It's true.
It does sound false.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's up for debate. All right, that's up for debate.
score for this round: Claw has 2, News No Enemy has 2, CE has 1, Welsh News Network 1, Katie Zed 2, Erica 2, Donna 2, Mr. Zed 3, and John a big fat goose egg. Moving into the
I told you, Mr. Zed always cheats.
I think we're on round 4 right now, right? He can't. There's no cheat. You saw me open the pack of cards, correct?
Yeah, I just like.
Yeah, we reckon he's got your office bugged, and there's a camera that he's got down there that shows him the answer.
There's always conspiracy theory, man. I'm telling you.
He's got a camera in the tree.
He's read through all of them and he's memorized them.
He taught Xena how to read.
Exactly.
Ava's running upstairs, finding the card, and coming back down.
Yeah. As if Xena can move that fast. Plus, I have them locked down there. Don't you remember? All right, Claw, you ready? Stephanie Thomas, born 1940, died in 1964. Actress Stephanie Thomas was best known for modeling on the poster for the 1964 James Bond film Goldfinger. She was painted in gold from head to toe, later dying of lead poisoning from the paint. Ooh. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I might have happened. I remember something about Buddy Ebsen being allergic to the paint. He was supposed to be the Tin Man, and they gave the job to whoever did it. So I'm
about that.
I'm going to say maybe it might have happened. So it doesn't matter now. But you know.
Well, you're all sad because you're tied for second.
Well, second is just the first fucking loser. I mean, whatever.
Wait. I was in second first.
All right. You know what? Now I am fucking depressed. Yeah.
It is actually false. You lose. You suck at this game.
I thought it was true. I thought I remembered.
I didn't even get to answer, actually, did I?
You did. You said true. You said because the other guy did he not? I'll give you a new question if you don't think.
It's good. I don't care.
Do you want a new question? Like, honestly, I thought you had answered.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We're good. It's
News No
good.
Enemy. Are you ready?
I am.
Mary Curie, born 1867, died 1934. The first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes, Curie was celebrated for her pioneering research into radioactivity. Unfortunately, the dangers of radiation poisoning were not fully understood at the time. She contracted a deadly bone marrow disease from her continued exposure to radioactive materials. True or false?
Spell the last name.
Curie. Was I mispronouncing it?
No, I was double checking because that spelling is a measurement of radiation because she did die that way. True.
True is correct. Good job. True. Very good. News Now just took the lead. Oh, tied for the lead with Mr. Zed. Tied for the lead. All right. Conspiracy extremists. Are you having a good time?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay. Just checking. You look kind of sad over there. Don't worry about the chat. It's not you. Don't.
I have a lot of things to say to my peoples.
It's fine.
So, Katie, so I have to jump off in a minute for my kids. So this is going to be my last question. So I want to ask you. I have 1 point, right?
Yep.
Can I do double or nothing?
Yeah. You can do double or nothing.
And then you can always give your points to me when you leave if you want to.
We could do that. We'll do double or nothing, and then we'll move your points to John since he came in. You're leaving early. He came in late. Does everybody? Let's make sure people on panel. Do you think that's fair?
I was actually kidding, but
I don't mind.
Can we do like quadruple or nothing? Then?
No.
Okay.
Does everybody on panel agree? That's okay.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
When conspiracy extremist has to leave, but John got here late, so we're going to give John has no points right now, by the way. We're going to give conspiracy extremist points to John after this question.
I didn't know conspiracy extremist had any.
He has one.
I have 1 point.
Yeah, one. Yeah, move it. Go ahead.
I'm doing double or nothing.
He's doing double or nothing. So if he gets this right, he gets.
This is like ballot harvesting.
He'll have 3
or
points,
something,
but if
isn't
he gets it wrong, John will still have 0 points.
Right, but that'll tie for first place.
Yep. Okay, so Jeremy James, born 1946, died 1968. James sang for the psychedelic pop band, The Defecting Gray. Their most famous song, Mary Jane is a Friend of Mine, was banned for explicit drug references. One night, coming home late, his bandmate, high on Quaaludes and armed with a shotgun, panicked and shot him, believing he was the censor who had dampened their success.
Ooh. Can you give me the dates again?
Yep, I'll read the whole thing
once.
Jeremy James, born 1946, died 1968. James sang for the psychedelic pop band, The Defecting Gray. Their most famous song, Mary Jane is a Friend of Mine, was banned for explicit drug references. One night, coming home late, his bandmate, high on Quaaludes, and armed with a shotgun, panicked and shot him, believing he was the censor who had dampened their success.
Okay, I gotta say, I don't think the Quaaludes and the year match up necessarily. So, can I ask the chat? Let me go out with asking the chat. I think that would be the most appropriate thing to do.
Can I answer as a chat as well?
In the chat, okay? Right?
Yeah. I'm going to do a poll in the chat right now.
Okay, cool.
So Quaaludes, 19... Shoot, I forgot the year again.
He died 1968.
Yeah, 46 to 68.
Yeah.
Seems...
Quaaludes.
I think I'm going with my gut here. I might go do the poll, but I think I already know what my answer is.
All right, we'll give the poll just a second to answer. I'll read it again so they have time. Jeremy James, born 1946, died 1968. James sang for the psychedelic pop band, The Defecting Gray. Their most famous song, Mary Jane was a Friend of Mine, or is a Friend of Mine, was banned for explicit drug references. One night, coming home late, his bandmate, high on Quaaludes, and armed with a shotgun, panicked and shot him, believing he was the censor who had dampened their success.
You ready for my answer?
89% of the chat say false. What do you say?
I said false. 100% false.
False is correct. That's 3 points to John.
Let's go.
Yes.
Woo!
70s drug. Don't even.
That's what. If anyone knows drugs, dude, I'm just saying.
I don't know anything about that. That's a different life, but it's.
Yes. Real quick, I'm going to put your channel here in the chat again. Let's do that. Thank you so much for stopping by. We do this once a month. If you're interested in coming back, let me know. It is for my channel members, but I like to have friends and family around too, because game night is just it's fun to hang out. That's all.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. Again, I would like to reiterate the one episode I keep on YouTube at the moment live was with KTZ because
I'm an innocent angel.
Yes, unlike the chat where the people joined you were a pleasure to have on. It was a lot of fun, a little change of pace, and at least I don't get kicked off of YouTube because you're. Thank you again for having me on. This was a lot of fun. Thanks to meeting everyone. Yeah, hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll see you over on your channel sometime. And to everybody from your chat who's here right now, it's good seeing you all. Behave yourselves next time. You're all welcome back, though.
They have no idea how to do that. So,
all right, we'll see you later.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. I appreciate that too. Thank you. Also, the like button's free. I don't know if you guys know that. It's totally free. All right. So we are on to Welsh News Network.
Uh-oh.
I got to put us back in order, though, because this is like, what did I say about people changing? So, Claw, News No Enemy, Welsh News Network, KTZ. Oh, we are still in order.
Yeah, we're still
Look at that.
In order.
We're going to put Xena and Leia in the middle, though, which means you have to go here and you have to go here. I think that's good. Nope.
No, DD's in the wrong place. That's it.
Yep. Did it. I did it on my second try. Who is next up? Did I say?
Evening, K-Far.
Dan.
Yo, welcome, K-Far.
Yo, K-Far. Are you jumping up here, K-Far, and joining? You can. Real quick, we did get a super chat, so we'll do that while K-Far decides whether he wants to play or not. I did send you the link on Discord, K-Far, if you do wish to join. But in the meantime, JC.
We'll take all of John's points and give it to you.
What's that? So somebody said something? What?
Mr. Zed.
What did you say, Mr. Zed? Sorry, you were speaking over me to interrupt me to say what?
I was saying that we'll take all of John.
All right, I have no idea. But oh my gosh, JC, thank you so much for the super chat. We're gonna give the doggies some treats real quick. We'll do Homer first. Let's maximize Homer. There's Homer. Hi, Homer. He's an old boy. He's a good boy. Thank you so much. We'll do. Is Ava ready? Ava. Ava's not ready, so we'll get these ones. Hey, sleeping dogs. Hello. Xena doesn't even care at this point. She's like, it is past my bedtime. I do not give a crap. Thank you so much, JC. I appreciate it. Ava appreciates it. Luke appreciates it. And Xena is sleeping. She appreciates it.
Okay. Xena's barely paying attention.
Would you shake?
Shake. She can't be bothered.
She tried.
Get this little guy. There you go. And Leia. Samuel L. Jackson appreciates it. Okay, so Mr. Zed's computer's acting up. He said that I can give his points to Kfar if Kfar decides to jump up. Kfar, if you want to join, you get 3 points just to start.
That's fine too.
I don't know if he's going to jump up though. I know he just finished streaming. So I know when I finish streaming, sometimes I don't want to, jump on another stream right away. Sometimes I do. Whose turn?
I honestly don't understand why he streamed over us.
He's
rude.
He can. I'll let you guys know this right now. When I decide I'm going to stream, I don't check anybody else's schedule. You either want to be here or you don't. And you guys can always watch somebody else's stream and come back and watch the replay later. That's fine too.
I know. Yeah. I just have to be in charge in 2 different places.
They get automatic punishment because they can't play along with we're playing because they watched that one instead of this one first.
Yeah, whatever. We're on round 5 right now, I believe, right?
No, 4. Still 4.
Oh, we're still on 4. Okay, Welsh News Network. Erica, could you read for him, please? I have to blow my nose so bad. Otherwise, I'm going to be sniffling.
Absolutely. So, Elizabeth McKay, birth unknown, died 1898. In the investigation of the death of McKay, she was shown that she had eaten chocolates infused with phosphorus. The chocolates had been loose in her pocket along with some matches. Her death was ruled accidental. Death by chocolate. True or false?
False.
It's true.
No. Wow.
It is.
That's a lot of phosphorus.
I mean, a woman dying by chocolate, I think, is pretty believable. I don't know.
Is that what the dessert at Applebee's is named after?
I don't know.
Okay, so did he get that right or wrong?
No, he got it incorrect.
Okay, I'm next. So if you could read me a card as well, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. I have to go into the light, and I don't want to move my... Okay, so Horace Wells.
Did you say Horace with an H?
Horace.
Okay.
Wells. Born 1815, died 1848. Mm-hmm. Wells was an American dentist who pioneered the use of anesthesia during dental procedures. He became addicted to chloroform and was jailed for committing crimes under its influence. He killed himself in prison by slitting his wrist, having first taken chloroform to ease the pain. True or false?
I am going to poll the chat. I just put the poll up. True or false? The dentist got addicted to chloroform, right?
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, read it again for the chat.
Okay. Born 1815, died 1848, Horace Wells was an American dentist who pioneered the use of anesthesia during dental procedures. He became addicted to the chloroform and was jailed for committing crimes under its influence. He killed himself in prison by slitting his wrist, having first taken chloroform to ease the pain.
I polled the chat, and they're exactly 50-50. A lot of help you guys are, chat. I'm going to say true.
It is true.
Woo! Point for me. Everybody welcome Kfar to the game. You inherited Mr. Zed's points because he had to go. So you're starting off with 3 points.
Okay.
Oh.
Your turn is...
I have no idea what we're playing.
Well, you'll either get to the hang of it or you won't. One or the other will happen. Next up is Erica, and I will read for Erica. Not that card. I can't pronounce that name. Jeez Louise, all of these cards. Okay, we'll try this one. Pier Paolo Pasolini, born in 1922, died in 1975, a celebrated director and writer. Pasolini was murdered, run over several times by his own car. A young man admitted to the killing, but retracted almost 30 years later. He claimed to have only confessed because his family had been threatened. Gangsters were suspected, and the case was reopened, but it has never been solved.
What year?
This was, he died in 1975. I'll read it again for you.
Okay.
Pier Paolo Pasolini, born in 1922, died in 1975. A celebrated director and writer, Pasolini was murdered, run over several times by his own car. A young man admitted to the killing, but retracted almost 30 years later. He claimed to have only confessed because his family had been threatened. Gangsters were suspected, and the case was reopened, but it has never been solved. True or false?
I'm going to say true.
It is true. Point
Yay.
for Erica. Let's write that down. You're at 3 points now, too. Tied.
I am.
Tied.
Okay, it's Donna's turn.
Donna, you ready?
Ready.
James Hogg. Isn't that kid's name from that shooting?
Oh, H-A-U-G-H. Yeah. Uh-huh.
This one is spelled H-O-G-G.
Okay, like Boss Hogg from Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah. James Hogg, born in 1770, not the same guy.
Clearly.
Born in 1770, died in 1835. Hogg, a Scottish writer, was best known for his 1824 novel, The Private Memoirs and Confessions of a Justified Sinner. Apparently, his own sins haunted him. While sleepwalking, he wandered from his home, moaning repeatedly that he had nothing more to confess. He fell into a quickly flowing stream where he drowned.
I'm going to say true.
It is actually false.
Oh.
Sorry, no point for you. I wanted to pull that card I read for Erica because that seems like that one that was true with the guy getting run over. I might look into that one. It seems like it would be a good episode for my channel, doesn't it?
Yeah. What year was it? 1975. What was his name?
1975. Yeah, run over by his own car. Pier Paolo Pasolini.
Apollo.
Paolo. Paolo. Kfar, you're up. Come back, Kfar. It's your turn.
Perfect.
Joey?
Are you eating cookies again?
No, I'm making little tiny pepperoni cracker and cheese sandwiches.
Okay, good.
I just got done streaming and I was hungry.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I couldn't just eat like a candy bar anymore.
By the way, there's 183 people here. If you are not subscribed to KFAR's channel, why not do that? It's free. Why not? Also, if you're here and not subscribed to my channel, do that too. The like button is free.
How many subscribers do you have?
I have like 5,095.
We never did our 15,000, 5,000 thing.
I forgot. I was too excited to talk about Daniel
That's why
Penny.
we don't have nice things.
I forgot. Okay, so Wednesday. Do you want to do that Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you're moving and stuff.
We close on the house on Wednesday, but I don't feel like that entails doing anything at night.
All right, so we're gonna have
Do it on Thursday. I have plans on Wednesday.
I don't know if I can schedule my streams around your plans, Erica, but I'll check. We usually stream on Wednesdays.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I might have something.
Yeah, I'm busy Wednesday too. That's not a good time.
Oh my gosh, no, we're doing it Wednesday. Sorry, Erica.
I'm available pretty much every single day. So.
Yeah.
Me and the lemon tree.
I'll be in the shop on Wednesday, I'm sure. So
recently, KFAR surpassed 15,000 subscribers. And I recently surpassed 5,000 subscribers. So we are going to do a celebration on booze and body cams, which is our newish show. It's been going a couple of months, but we're doing it Wednesdays where we look at body cams. We laugh at dumb criminals. We have a good time. We have a sip of wine here and there.
We drink and we know things.
We drink and we know things. So we're going to do a celebration on Wednesday. But as far as game night is concerned, it's your turn. And this gentleman's name is Joey Calgini. Born in 1958, he died in 1977. 19-year-old Calgini was attacked in the streets of Daytona Beach, Florida. Shot dead by another teen who wanted the expensive sneakers he was wearing. The story may have been more tragic had Calgini himself not stolen the shoes from a tourist at Knife Point the week before. One more time, for the people who can't read, which is me. Joey Calgini, born in 1958, died in 1977. 19-year-old Calgini was attacked in the streets of Daytona Beach, Florida, shot dead by another teen who wanted his expensive sneakers that he was wearing. The story might have been more tragic had Calgini himself not stolen the shoes from a tourist at Knife Point the week before. True or false?
I want to say true, but it sounds similar to the plot of Holes minus the killing.
So what's your answer?
I'm going to go with true because why
not? It's actually false. That is a false story, but it does sound...
It lulled me in with Holes.
Very true. It does sound... But you're still tied for first right now. We'll go over the points in a second. John is the last one on our list. John, are you ready?
Always ready.
Catherine the Great, born 1729, died 1796. Catherine the Great, the ruler of Russia, was crushed to death by a horse. The full circumstances were never made public, but the nature of her relationship with the horse... What? Okay, sorry. I got distracted. The nature of her relationship with the horse was whispered afterwards to have been quite salacious.
Well, that part is true, yes.
What?
Yeah.
Am I reading? I just said no sex stuff on my channel, and this game's going to throw me a horse sex card?
You read it.
It's the game's fault. It's the game's fault. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's kind of a myth. Like no one really knows, but I actually do know about that. Yeah.
So is your answer true or false?
My answer is true.
It is false. Thank goodness.
It's false. I meant the myth is true. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take the not point.
Oh my goodness.
The myth is true, but it's a myth.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And here's clear proof that Katie does not pre-read the cards.
I was very shocked when I read that. Actually, I was very.
That was a big myth. Yeah, that she was crushed by a horse during some,
scandalous stuff,
scandalous activities. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Before we go into round 5, Claw, you have 2 points. News Now Enemy, you have 3 points. Welsh News Network, you're still at 1 point. Is this true, or did we miss something?
No, it's true.
Oh, okay. Katie Zed, have 3 points. Erica has 3 points. Donna has 2 points. Kfar has 3 points, and John has 3 points. And we are about 15 minutes away from ending, so somebody's got to pull ahead or something because we can't have that many winners.
So it's round 5.
Round 5.
Or what?
You ready, Mr. Claw?
Oh gosh, yes. I just want to tell you about this one time I was in Tijuana, and this. Never mind.
I don't want to hear it. Mute. I don't want to hear about the donkeys. No. Citizens of Strasbourg died 1518. Frau Toffia danced in the streets and didn't stop for days. Others joined in until there were hundreds of people dancing. They became so exhausted that dozens died. Theories of mass starvation, hallucinogenic mushrooms, or discordant movements of St. Vistus's dance have been posted, but none proven. Why do they throw random difficult words in this? Let me try again.
It's St. Vitus's dance?
Vitus's. St. Vitus's dance have been posited. Okay, Frau Toffia danced in the streets and didn't stop for days. Others joined in until there were hundreds of people dancing. They became so exhausted that dozens died. Theories of mass starvation, hallucinogenic mushrooms, or discordant movements of St. Vitus's dance have been posited, but none proven.
What is the question? Is it true or is it false?
Is it true? Did that happen or did it not happen? People danced themselves to death.
Yes, it happened. It happened. Yes,
it did happen. That's true. I had heard that before, but I've never heard it told in such a way where it was so difficult to read. You're tied for first now, along with everybody else.
Coming back.
4 other people.
News Now Enemy.
Go ahead.
Alexei Popov, born in 1949, died in 1974. Popov, a construction worker, was honeymooning with his wife on the Trans-Siberian Railway. She wasn't feeling well and begged him not to smoke in their private car. Popov opened a window to lean out for smoke, but neglected to notice the train approaching from the opposite direction. True or false?
Poll the audience.
Poll the audience. We will do that. Polling the audience. Start a poll. News Now Enemy. True or false? Poll has started. Well, they have a chance to answer. I will read again. Alexei Popov, born 1949, died 1974. Popov, a construction worker, was honeymooning with his wife on the Trans-Siberian Railway. She wasn't feeling well and begged him not to smoke in the car, in their private car, but him, being an asshole and wanting to smoke anyway, decided to smoke by leaning out the window to do it. Instead of being a nice husband on their honeymoon and going to the smoker's car or another location to smoke, something like that. No. This asshole decided to lean out of the train window and got smashed by a train going in the opposite direction. Is that true or false, people? I think I told it better.
I've heard that, but I thought it was a signpost.
It says a train in the opposite direction. 60% of the people say false. 40% say true. What do you say, good sir?
I'm going to have to go with the poll.
It is false. Correct. You are now... Oh my gosh, you're in first place.
Pressure's on.
Pressure is on.
Okay.
Welsh News Network, are you ready?
Yep.
Red Eldridge, birth date unknown, died in 1916. A circus hired Eldridge as an elephant trainer, despite having no experience or expertise. While riding an elephant, he prodded the animal, poking a badly infected tooth. The elephant reacted as anyone with an exposed nerve would. She pulled him off of her back with her trunk and threw him to the ground, killing him instantly. True or false?
False.
It is actually true. And that reminds me, I'm going to put this one aside too, because it reminds me of another elephant story that happened in Hawaii. Do you guys remember? I want to say it was the 90s where that elephant got away from the circus and like raged through the streets of like Honolulu, killing a bunch of people. There's video of it. It's crazy. I want to say the elephant's name was like Titus or something, or Tyke. Something like
I'm
with
taking notes for you too, Katie.
It's a fun story. A fun story about death by elephant. We've had 2 deaths by elephant this episode. Sorry, you answered, and you answered incorrect, correct?
Yeah. No, that's right. Why did he smack it in the mouth? Because that's not where you hit the elephant.
He would obviously it's because he was hired having no experience or expertise. As the card said. All right, it's my turn, which means somebody else has to read. Erica, that's you.
Okay, ready?
I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, Gabrielle Rossi, born 1951, died 1975. Rossi, 24, of Florence, Italy, was a fan of the rock group Pink Floyd. While listening to their album, Dark Side of the Moon, on headphones, he found that his heart began to beat in the time to the music. When the record stopped, however, so did his heart, and he died. Shine on, you crazy diamond. True or false?
I'm going to say false.
You're right.
Yes, I'm also tied for first. No, I'm actually in first. That's 5 points. That can't be right. Is that right?
No. No, 4.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
I have 4 points. Okay. Erica, you're next.
Yep.
King Alexander, born in 1893, died in 1920. Alexander became king of Greece at just 23 years of age. 3 years later, he was dead from a bacterial infection. A monkey attacked the king's dog, and when Alexander tried to separate the animals, the monkey bit him. The king contracted blood poisoning from his wounds.
True.
That is true.
Yay!
You're tied for first too.
I am. Donna,
will you read for Donna?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hold on. Now these are the harder name cards.
Uh-oh.
You just got to say it with conviction. That's all.
I know.
You can mispronounce.
So, Viscount Palmerston, born 1784, died 1865. Twice the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Lord Palmerston, died at the ripe old age of 80 on a billiard table in the arms of a chambermaid. The Viscountess was not too troubled. She was on holiday with her handsome, much younger riding instructor. True or false?
Those royals are crazy, so I'm going to say true.
It's false.
Oh my word!
I know, it was just so funny though.
Yeah,
like
clearly, I am not a logician or whatever we call that. Logic is off tonight.
Okay, so it's Kfar's turn.
Kfar, you're up. He's eating cheese and crackers. What? You need to change your profile picture on.
You don't like Terry? You don't like Terry Moore?
No, I don't like Terry Moore. I was thinking that we should take those lyrics and run them through another, app, AI, and just come up with a whole different song with those same lyrics just to piss him off. I think that would be fun.
Anyway,
we can make it a country song this time, maybe.
Oh, I bet he would love that.
maybe like a reggae song, a little reggae jam.
That'll fit right in Mississippi.
It's kind of bad that I do a fairly decent impression of him, being that I have a woman's voice.
What I think is hilarious is that like 90% of the people watching this probably have no idea what we're talking about.
No, but the ones that get it. All right. Pope Sixtus V. Really, Pope Six? It's Sixtus the Fifth. Pope Sixtus the Fifth.
Hey.
Born in 1520, died in 1590. Sixtus V was the only pope to die during an inquisition. He had been one of its driving forces, viewing it as a vehicle for fighting the rise of Protestantism. These dogs are about to fight. Sorry, let's get them.
Doesn't look like that.
In case something happens. I hear them like grumbling out of the corner of my ear.
I think there's. I don't think that's
about
called
to be
fighting.
X-rated in a second.
No,
Exactly.
they're both girls. They're not gay.
It's 2024, okay?
Somebody needs to know that.
So he had been one of its driving forces, viewing it as a vehicle for fighting the rise of Protestantism. But he fell under suspicion of heresy, was tortured, and died, even as he claimed innocence, just like his victims before him. True or false? Do you want me to read? You can always.
No. False. And I'm probably going to get it wrong just because of his name, and it was too weird.
It is false. And I would just like to point out that had a lot of big words in it, and I pronounced every single one of them correctly, and I'm kind of patting myself on the back for that.
Yeah, that was actually awesome how much you pronounced that correctly.
I know.
And yes, of course, Kafar is correct. Nothing ever happens. So it's never.
You are also tied for first place. John, you're up next.
Oh, yes.
Boris Sagal, born in 1923, died in 1981. Film director Sagal from Ukraine was decapitated while shooting the TV miniseries World War III. He accidentally walked into a trailer rotor blade of a helicopter while on location and cut. That's how the card ends. And cut.
Oh, man. My gut instinct says false.
Okay.
But I've gotten every question I've asked wrong. All the points I have are inherited.
Okay. So what is
I don't know if I should go against my instinct at this point. My instinct says false. That's way too good to be true. There's no way that's true. But I've gotten it wrong every time. I don't know. Read it one more time for me, please.
Boris Sagal, born in 1923, died in 1981. Film director Seagal from Ukraine was decapitated while shooting the TV miniseries World War III. He accidentally walked into a trailer rotor blade of a helicopter while on location and cut.
I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I believe you. I believe you. Oh, man. I mean, come on. It sounds like some made-up stuff, right? Like filming World War III. Come on now. In Ukraine. Come on.
Exactly. At the end of round...
Everyone that I found so far that has a joke in it has been true.
Has been true?
Oh, that's probably fair.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. So at the end of round 5, Claw, you have 3. News Now Enemy has 4. Welsh News Network has 1. Katie Z has 4. Erica has 4. Donna has 2. Kfar has 4. John has 3. What we're going to do, because we're coming up on 10 o'clock. Claw, you're out.
Yeah.
Welsh News Network, you're out. I am out because it's my game. Donna, you are out. John, you are out.
That's fair.
We are down to News Now Enemy, Erica, and Kfar. How are we going to... Let's see.
You got to come up with a date.
I'm gonna come up with something. For right now, I want you guys to talk about like your channels or whatever. Plug yourselves real quick while I come up with a question.
I don't have a channel. I just follow you guys.
Anybody
speak.
I mean,
I don't have
somebody
a channel.
speak.
On
okay.
What is now
Mine's
X,
really boring.
Twitter. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine. Go ahead.
Mine's really boring. Don't bother going to it. If you do, smash that dislike button, unless for some reason you find something to like.
There you go. All right. You can find me on what used to be Twitter is now X at John Marcus, as spelled here on my little panel. And also, I am 1/3 of The Porch Boys on YouTube. So you can find us there as well.
I'm
you'll have to post his link. Okay, Claw, go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know what we were doing here. Anyway, okay. I'm Claw. You can find me over on X at I Am the Claw. And come over and play memes with me, please, because that's what I like to do. That and build stuff. So everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Kfar, plug yourself.
I don't have a channel.
Okay, perfect.
I'm new.
Kfar has a lot of channels, by the way. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, well, I'll talk to you after the thing. Okay. Here's the question for News Now Enemy, Erica, and Kfar. We're going to guess whoever's closest to the date of my very first live stream, which is when I started my channel. Obviously, I had my channel was a commenter and stuff before that. So you can't just go to my channel real quick and look because it's like 15 years old or whatever where YouTube started. Don't cheat. When was my first live stream? Closest? I'm not even going to go without going over, but just the closest to the date, exact date, month, day, year of my first live stream.
The exact?
Exact. Is you want to get as close as you can. News Now Enemy, you are first in the order, so you go first.
I was hoping to go last and poll the audience.
Nope, no polling the audience for this one. This is the tiebreaker round. You're on Katie's Edge channel right now. You all are fans of mine. You should know this.
Wait, you had a YouTube channel before this?
This is it. This is my channel. I mean, I've had this channel, but just as like a commenter watching other people's stuff.
So not on YouTube, but on anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, I didn't post anywhere before that, but just my first live stream on YouTube was when?
Oh, I didn't know you back then. What was it, 10 years ago?
Just
we'll
say a
go with
date.
that.
Say it. Say a date. My very first live stream.
Oh, come on. 11/30 2024.
24? That's today.
Oh no, 14.
Okay.
2014.
All right. Erica, what is your guess?
I don't know, and I didn't cheat, but I'm going to say August 21st, 2019.
Okay. Kfar?
Yes,
I'm going to screw this up. It's going to be December 11th, 2013.
Okay, Erica wins. My first live stream ever was February 12th, 2022.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's really not been that long, huh?
I'm pretty new. And actually, technically, I guess it's January 1st, 2022, because Steven was here at the house and showed me how to live stream. We live streamed for 19 minutes on New Year's Eve. But that was basically him just showing me how to do it. And that video is private. My first one that I actually left up was February 12th, 2022.
Wow.
Don't go back and watch that one. I swore like a sailor. It's very embarrassing. I didn't know what I was doing.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah, very embarrassing.
Okay.
Wow.
So Erica,
whatever the prize is, give it to Donna.
Give it to Donna. Okay.
No,
Donna.
Yeah.
I won one time before. Let somebody else.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
John.
Wait, me?
Has he won before?
You say
you win.
I've not won before, no. But
okay.
I know Katie personally, so I mean I'm not,
I think we all do right now.
Yeah,
it's a coffee mug.
I've known her longer than you.
It's a coffee mug from the shop. So
oh, see, I got the Steven one. I guess I should get one from your show. So
would you prefer to have a Xena one, Crimeland one, or Overruled? I'll pull them up so you
no
can see.
offense to you, I probably want the Xena one. Yeah,
I figured. Everybody's here for freaking Xena.
Everybody wants Xena, yeah.
Well, let me do this because Kfar's here too, so we can plug stuff. Here's the stuff. Here's the stuff. So this is the Crimeland one. It looks like that. There's got to be more. I know. Here's the Xena one. It's very cute. She's laying down, obviously, because that's what she does.
That is very cute.
It says True Crime with Xena featuring Katie Zed, because we all know you're here to see.
Right. Katie Zed is like a secondary.
Exactly. A secondary figure for sure.
Tertiary,
but everyone can go to katiezed.com right now and pick up your Kfar merchandise, your Overruled merchandise, Ignormus, The Christ is King, which I'm wearing that shirt right now, Kfar stuff, Sunset Saints, and Patriot Jam. But if you know anybody in your life who is a fan of true crime, you should pick them up this notebook for Christmas. It's the Not My How to Get Away with Crime notebook. It's a very nice notebook. I have one right here. It's hardcovered. It's just a lined blank notebook, but you can make notes while you're watching any true crime show of how, not your How to Get Away with Crime notebook, but you write down all the silly ways people got caught. And then, when you're committing your next crime, that won't happen to you. It also has perforated edges. So when you're done taking your notes, you can tear those out and, dispose of the evidence. Anyway, that's the show.
Burn it.
Burn it. Flush it down the toilet. All of the stuff. Thank you so much to the 179 people who are still here. I love you guys. We will be here tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern talking about crime stuff. Not sure what yet, but we'll figure it out. There's a guy out of Canada who killed some women that I really wanted to get into, but I'm not quite done with the notes on it yet. So we'll see how much I can get done after church tomorrow. And if we get done with it, we will be talking about him. If not, it'll just be like a normal Crimeland show. So we'll see. Then coming up on Monday, big day. I took the day off of work, PTO, because Sarah Boone is getting sentenced on Monday. We're going to be live when that happens, and I'm going to have one of my British friends with me, Graham from the Bob and Graham show will be joining me to go over that. But we're going to watch the sentencing of Sarah Boone live. Tuesday, I will be on News Now Enemy show. I got a busy week, man. Tuesday with News Now Enemy. And then Wednesday, of course, the big celebration with KFAR, 15,000 subscribers for KFAR, 5,000 for me. It's going to be a bonanza. It's going to be a marathon week, guys. So thank you all for coming. Anybody have any final words you want to say to anything? Anything at all?
Good luck with your maple syrup murders. I can't wait to hear about that.
Give Zena cuddles.
I will. All right, guys. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Cul-de-sac, just step right side, step right back. Same muzzle top, make your matzah crack. You got the groove sideways, don't get sidetracked. You still ain't make it out the cul-de-sac. Backed up to the limit, last pass on my visit. Either dance or hit the path of the mastodon, get it. Shout out to MTV, shout out to Exhibit. Show me how to pimp my ride while I MTV crib it. Miss Piggy Banks, Mr. Kermit Frog Ribbit. Missed in my tank, missed service by the minute. I gotta kick the universal suffragette exquisite and replace it with the new school sort of feudalism. But I gotta give away the Yankee Doodleism. I don't know about it, man. It's planted in my noodle, is it? Am I an old pooch, just a new poodle? Is it just a new trick? Who said I couldn't learn without permission? Doing backflips when I'm under supervision. But in the field of play, I'll be losing all the missions. You know I feel your pain cause I be losing when I listen.